Welcome back, everybody. My name is Kaz.
This is Medibot.
And this is Mario or Luigi Superstar Saga. I'm gonna whack this guy. There we go.
Yes!
Whacked!
Hammers solve problems.
I can't remember how many times we've done this so far, but when you... Oh, gee, we just got the hammers.
Yeah.
That's right. So I haven't done it at all. Yeah, when you whack an enemy with the hammer on the battle screen, they start out all visified like that.
Yeah.
And these guys have... they are sharp. They are the sharp peas. And if you jump on them, you will hurt, and they will not. So you should whack them with the hammer. That's the part that we don't bother to demonstrate. Trust me, it hurts. I'm sure that sooner or later, one of us is gonna, probably me, is gonna jump on an enemy that is sharp or secretly sharp without thinking about it. I mean, Mario has better jumps, and now that we have hammers, Luigi gets to come into his own. Luigi has better hammers.
Or so we think. Really, the math of this game is kind of hidden. And
I am pretty
mysterious.
sure there is a hidden number for Luigi to make the hammer better. We had that whole initial run where it was totally mysterious and we had the exact same power for a while, but Mario had better jumps and Luigi had better hammer hits, and that was just it.
This god-awful, like...
I'm trying to jump on him because I want to...
He's got, like,
there
lips. His lips.
This is another new enemy. Here we have the Sharpies that we fought a minute ago. And then this black worm thing. His name is Swarm.
His name is Swarm, and he's pretty miserable. He will bite you.
Yeah,
He
look
has
at that.
3 tiny teeth.
He's so derfy looking. He's like he doesn't even care about the fight. His eyes
He only cares about chewing.
are like taped onto his face. Man. He does care about chewing, though. I mean, where does he come from in the Mario mythos? Most of these enemies...
Where did like half of these are
well, okay,
all new guys.
But many of them are bean-themed. They're bean-themed because they're from the Bean Kingdom. But we have lots of enemy throwbacks. And indeed, more throwbacks to all kinds of stuff that's just... No, don't go that way, by the way.
Don't go that way.
I am very hurt because I went that way.
That is a path to ruin.
Don't do it.
That is not a shortcut to victory.
No, I did cut it out, though, because...
It was pretty bad. I remember you...
Well, you'll see those enemies soon enough. By which I mean in a much later
by
video.
the end you had, like... I could see more blood than skin.
I feel kind of bad about that cut. It comes out of nowhere, but, yeah. Don't go that way. This will happen.
Instead, go here.
Ruin. Mario expresses himself by jumping.
Some jerk broke everything in town. Some jerk.
Wipe the smiles off of everyone's faces.
Except
the
doors.
buildings.
Yeah, the inanimate objects are pretty much okay.
Missing a lot of teeth. Gonna have to get a house dentist to repair the teeth on that house.
Well, I mean, shop's still working. That's basically the only thing a town is good for.
The Jolly Item Shop, which we need none of because they've been throwing items at us. There's another bean lady here. What is she about? She is about hip and cool fashion.
I want to be hip. I want to be popular.
I guess that's why she has
youth.
trousers on the outside.
Do kids these days really like trousers?
I don't know. And we're not gonna find out for a while. Because there's no trousers available for purchase.
I need to integrate my garments into social media using Web 2.0 RSS blogocasts.
You need to do no such thing. That is despicable.
But
just put your eye
technology,
diapers
marketing.
back on. No.
Social gaming.
You just set one foot inside the other and put your eye trousers on. and keep it to yourself.
Let us in. We're here to help.
Here, halt! They say.
More Oscar the Grouches.
World famous Mario!
Yeah.
Legendary Luigi!
Whoa, don't screw with me. I bust ghosts.
The proof is in the jump. That jump.
These
goes on
Oscar
for
the
a
Grouches know nothing of, like, world history.
Medibot, do we have anything to credify ourselves here?
Guess I got that thing. I can use that thing.
Let's see. Oh, that one.
Yeah!
Right.
Heasley gave it to me because I'm the beautiful one.
I think it was because you were on that side of the screen. Or maybe you're taller?
And I was on that side of the screen, and I am taller because I am the more beautiful one. These guys really don't want to talk.
I'm getting the little face dialogue. There it goes. That was totally worth the effort. A bunch of jerks.
Oh no.
Ah,
A dog
faces.
face.
guess we're not supposed to go in there.
Better get real
The
loaded.
shrubbery that they have around. Finally, someone knows our names. Lady Lima.
Yeah, we're here. We're gonna fix everything. We have hammers, they're for fixing.
Let us convince you with the grabbing hands. No, not the frantic hands.
I am climbing! I'm going up.
It looks like Lady Lima is casting a spell. Oh, no, she's got a
Oh,
remote.
yes, casting the, mage cantrip. Floricus Holicus.
Absolutely, the next time I use a remote control on a television or something, I'm gonna make casting animation spells, and then I'll grab the remote, turn it on, poof, wizard.
So she dumps us in a dungeon.
Wait a minute. If Lady Lima is a wizard, I don't trust her.
You don't trust wizards or something?
Never trust a wizard! You remember
Oh.
this.
No, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wait, this is a new enemy in the vein of the fighter fly, the super fly.
The Superfly.
Absolutely. is
He
a
does
super
more
fly.
fake outs, I guess? That makes him tougher?
Yeah. They go faster in
Yeah.
general too. In addition to being higher level, higher damage, HP, defense. Wait, do enemies have defense in this?
Oh yeah.
Honestly, forget. It's been too long since we ran into like a tough one. Oh, right. There are the Koopas who are like, I refuse to take damage from that kind of attack.
Yeah.
These
they
are
can be-
Spinies.
These are
They're
Spinies.
also a new enemy. Also a throwback Mario Bros. enemy.
This is the arcade throwback dungeon.
You counter with the hammer. Again, the game will choose which counter you're doing depending on what the enemy attack is. Most enemies will have like either the jump or the hammer counter, but some of them have both. They'll,
So someone
like,
can
have
mix it up.
one
stay on
Man, that's a
target.
crappy level.
Don't jump
Did you
off
see
those.
that? That was a terrible level. I gained 4 total points.
It's random.
Yeah, that bonus makes 5. 5-point level. I feel like I'm playing Fire Emblem again.
Put pegs
Sign.
back into pegs.
The sign cheerfully telling me to do that thing that I just did.
Perform dungeon puzzle solving action to solve dungeon puzzle.
There's actually a lot of cool detail. If we go to... I'm sure this will happen again, but if you go to the bottom of the screen a couple minutes back, you'll see the water shining effect. Oh, it's there in the battle, too.
Oh yeah.
Look at how the water moves along the shine, water shine. Yeah, there's some technical term for that someone's gonna link a Wikipedia article about. Like, By the way, Kaz, the glare from water, it's called this. It's Aqua Lucifer or something.
Ah, yes, Aqua Lucifer, the sheen of the water devil.
Water of the light devil?
Devil.
But yeah, it is a pipe dungeon. We are plumbers. We are fighting Mario Bros. Enemies. That is pretty awesome.
But so, does that mean the first game took place in the Bean Bean Kingdom? And then we moved to the Mushroom Kingdom? And we're finally coming back after like 25 years?
That would make sense, except there are no other human or Italianos in the Bean Bean Kingdom. So I don't know where Mario or Luigi could have originated.
A stork?
So, wait, no, because the stork delivered them to Yoshi's Island, and then they flew off to somewhere. Which I guess could have been Bean Bean.
Well, it's like, also, they're like in their 30s by the time that game comes around. So maybe they go, they're just doing, you know, contract work.
Oh, the Mario Bros. Game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that fits into canon, or whether or not it's appropriate to discuss canon, given what Mario Bros. Is. But it's also hilarious, so I'll allow it.
So maybe this game is like sort of what it, like, on the surface, it's the Mario Brothers going to the Bean Bean Kingdom in order to, you know, save the princess, but what this really is it's a metaphor for how the Bean Bean Kingdom has, for around 20 years, been just sort of ignored, not only by the Mario Brothers, but also by the mainstream media. You know, whenever anything bad happens in the Mushroom Kingdom, you know, the global media picks up on it immediately, and Bowser won't hear the end of it. But basically, whenever there's, you know, civil war or human rights struggles in the Bean Bean Kingdom, you know, maybe page 13. 12 if they're lucky. So really, this whole thing is a PR stunt by forces within the Bean Bean Kingdom in order to bring them to the forefront of global politics again.
Well, maybe if Bean Bean were not a pariah state in the eyes of most of the global community, we could start talking about how they don't appear enough in the world section of Mushroom Kingdom Times or Post. What I'm saying is the Regency has brought it upon itself through a long history of bad jokes.
I just got
a history so long and so storied that the jokes of ancient people are inscribed in hieroglyphs upon the mountain walls. These are obstreperous, unflinching bad joke tellers. Oh, I died.
You fell over.
Oh man. I think the next time that happens, I'll let it play out rather than going through the speed up part of it, because it's actually
I think we
charming.
had a good bit with that a bit later, so we can worry about that later.
Yeah. Because it happens really fast right there, but I'll show it later slower.
So let's actually solve this puzzle, why not?
Yeah, I thought for a minute that the puzzle solution would be in the other room, but then the game makes it clear, no, that other thing is just fake. And try it in that order. No, you're wrong! Okay, try it in a different order.
Hammer it more differently. Trial and error puzzles.
I know, I really don't... Even watching it now, I don't fully understand what they were going for, what kind of logic they wanted me to apply.
Trial and error as the logic they wanted you to apply?
It's true, there are very few total options at any given state, so just brute force, try a new
Suss
option
it.
at a different stage.
Suss the heck out of it.
Another pipe to turn on. In another room. Knew it was... Ooh. All that talk about pariah states. Got me. What is the word that I'm looking for, too? It's on the tip of my tongue. Obstinate.
Obstinate.
Obstinate joke tellers. That's what it is.
So you gain life when you discard them?
No. The original meaning of the word, not the Baloth meaning of the word.
Oh, okay.
Also, isn't it kind of weird that they have a little klaxon go whenever we make the pipes work?
Yeah, well, why would the klaxon go on when everything's going fine? That doesn't make sense.
my furnace has a trouble light, but my toilet doesn't.
Maybe it should.
Yeah. See, Lady Lima is totally a wizardess, because she teleported herself into the dungeon pipes. Pipe dungeon.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. We've been hoodwinked, but good. By a
We've been
wizard!
toasted. By a wizard. A wizard tricked us with a clever illusion and a hole in the floor spell.
Ah, it's those two again! I am gonna bonk them both so bad.
So they have this like super powerful artifact beam thing.
The Bean Star.
We just handed it over to the wizards.
It does look that way, Luigi.
Why would we do that? Why would we hand it over to the wizards?
Well, I mean, we got duped. It happens every now and again.
They tricked us. Let's get them.
Let's get them. They're bound to be up this way. Oh yeah, stairs in the pipe stairs.
Yeah. Pipe stairs. Pipe stairs.
What a bizarre piece of architecture. Well, we know that we're too late. Weren't you watching your own cutscene that you were talking over? Oh man.
Oh dang. We
It's
have
time for a sweet boss fight.
time for a boss fight. She looks super tough.
Look at that!
Look at those big beefy arms.
Ugh. No, it would make those arms less beefy. Stomping on them.
Nasty. The gist of this boss fight, she has big beefy arms that you can debeef with damage. And she has a crown on her head because she's the queen. And while she's wearing it, since we're from the Mushroom Kingdom and she's the queen of the Bean Bean Kingdom, she has diplomatic immunity from our attacks.
Well, it could also be that the point of the crown is quite sharp. You cannot jump on it.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity.
Ah, knock that right off, though. She goes into this state, and when she, wiggles her fingers, it means that she's going to barf a bean in that direction, either at Mario or Luigi, and you have to be ready to jump over it. And I do mean over, because if you stomp it, like Medibot did just a second ago, the beans pop out, and they get to join the fight.
I mean, they're not really any trouble to deal with, they're just,
No.
beans.
They're there, and they're a distraction, and they make the battle take long. That's the real downside. But now that she is totally open to attacks, let's go get them.
Throw your verse points at the problem. Do not throw your verse points at the non-problems that are the beans.
Yeah, just counterattack them to death if you even care. Good late jump. I don't even remember how much damage this attack deals. Because her, huge pounding attacks are actually... They're something. They will knock you out cold, like me just a minute ago.
I don't know, it's probably just, Like getting kicked in the gut. The general gut area.
Oh no, she hulked out again.
She has re-swolled.
I am really bad at jumping that attack. Yeesh. Oh, I'm pretty sure that if you try to use the hammer, you'll just whiff.
Yeah. It doesn't work. Arm is in the air.
You are allowed to aim a hammer attack at an arm, but you'll just sort of go woof because she's flexing and her arms are all up, so it doesn't work.
See, diplomatic moves like this are why just the Bean Bean Kingdom is not always taken seriously. When the acting ruler shows up at important diplomatic functions and with these big beefy arms coming out of her shoulders and just starts sending shockwaves all around the wherever they have
and screaming, "We will bury you, and your children will be hooligans."
Yeah, things like that. That's just not good diplomacy. That's the main thing.
The dubious origins of the various, what do you call them, chuckle roots. It all combines into a firestorm of bad politics. Just nasty, nasty blood between Bean Bean and the rest of the world.
Oh no, biological warfare.
The belly black worm?
Yeah.
Ooh, I knew there were
That is
WMDs.
in violation of the what was it?
Belly worms of mass destruction.
Yeah. That is in clear violation of the Yamabuchi Accords of 1971. Clearly prohibits the use of any biological weapon, including but not limited to poison mushrooms, belly black worms, invisible mushrooms, and mushrooms.
The mushrooms.
They're illegal for a reason.
Wasn't there another? There was what's it called? Akama? The Green Devil?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the Green Devil is also on that list.
Yeah. Basically, a lot of things are banned. And this is one of them.
And with good reason, and for the protection and safe shepherding of all the peoples of the mushroom world. Hey, money!
Hey! Cash. I mean, we just beat up their queen, so they basically owe us money for that, right?
Mind a
That's
little
a pretty big
borrowing
favor.
from the royal purse.
And now that the mugging is complete, we'll be on our way.
Oh, but wait, there's more. I got a
Oh,
bean badge.
you got a red egg. Maybe it'll hatch into something.
I only wish that badges were like they are in Paper Mario, but no, they're just more equipment. So I got my pants. And now
Pants? Not
he's
your
very
badge.
gradually telling me to equip the badge. Now, the weird part about this is that you can equip badges, but you cannot remove them. You have to equip a different one.
Yeah. Which means I'm out of luck for now.
Yeah.
Because you're a huge
Luigi,
chump.
you cannot have one yet. Come on. Stop being so desultory.
No respect.
Also, the word that I was looking for was not obstreperous or obstinate, but inveterate.
Inveterate.
Inveterate pariahs and joke tellers.
So they don't have a lot of
change.
experience?
No. Inveterate means unchanging,
Oh,
unwilling to modify one's behavior.
because they're spineless?
That's perhaps a cause. The beans biologically are beans, have no spines.
Do beans have
vertebrae.
bones?
I
Do
doubt
bones
it,
have
because
beans?
Bones may. There are an awful lot of bones. I've said the names of many of them.
There are many bones that we know about in our bodies, but what about
Indeed.
bones within bean bodies?
Well, if they do, I'll be sure to find out and tell you the names of them, perhaps.
Bean body bones.
Bean body bones.
Body
Or
bean bones. Bean bone body. Bean body bone.
Bones are the boon to beans.
Bean bones. Boon bone beans? Bean bones?
Whoa, 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 whoa.